Where we left yesterday. We were taking the definition, no? So we have not completed that. Of course, we will do that. The case study. So once the case study is over, I'll dictate that. Yes. The third question, why we need environmental ethics? For that, you take an answer. So as the question was like this, as only the rules, laws, and regulations cannot bring in, the protection or conservation of the environment. So what is the need of the heart? So then we take the answer as why we need environmental ethics. You can also give the heading as the need for environmental ethics. Okay. So this is for both the topic as well as for the case study. Case study will be forwarded to you by the management. I'll ask them to do so. Right? Because I don't know how to forward to you all. Huh? So now number one in that point, number one. Okay. So why we need to study or why we need to consider environmental ethics? For that, you're going to take the answer. The first point in that, the protection and conservation. So online students, it's audible or not for you? That's why I'm saying, I think there is some trouble in communication between these people. Half visible. I don't know what they're doing with that. I'll ask them. Maybe like the fault from my side also, but I have, some of you have received the first case study, Is it for all of you the same problem? Half visible and half not visible. Do you face the same problem like that? It's fully visible. So in PDF format you require. Okay, let me convert it into PDF and I'll resend to them, okay? Yes, so take this point, first point, the protection and conservation of the environment. The protection and conservation of the environment cannot be achieved, okay? Conservation of the environment cannot be achieved only through laws, LAWS, and rules. Okay, laws and rules, comma. But it must be developed. Inherently. It must be developed inherently. But it must be developed inherently through our it must be developed inherently through our OUR, our limitless internal ethical resources. Internal ethical resources. Please off your mic. Limitless internal ethical resources. Okay. Then second point. Limitless internal ethical resources. Should I repeat this point? Have you written? No. Second, to impart. So you know the meaning, no now? Yes.
Ma'am, please repeat this point.
Yes, the protection and conservation of the environment cannot be achieved only through laws and rules. Cannot be achieved only through laws and rules. But it must be developed inherently. It must be developed inherently through our limitless internal ethical resources. What was that case study? That's the first case study. No, first only you have received in this pattern. So let me convert it to PDF and I'll resend everything. Okay, don't worry. Second point. In this. So why we need environmental ethics? Take the second point, impart. IMPART, impart. Environmental consciousness. Environmental consciousness. CONCIOUSNESS. Consciousness. Underline that word. In humans. Continue in humans. What is environmental consciousness? What is consciousness? We are creating awareness to the people. No. So this can be done Yeah. So to impart environmental consciousness in humans, that is creating awareness that human has to live in a harmonious relationship with the environment. Okay, right. So through this, we can change the people's mentality. Actually, there were a lot of examples for that. You would have heard about how the Naga tribes, what they did previously, they were hunting Amur falcons, no? So these birds were killed in enormous number by these people, but then by creating awareness to them, like how important these species are. And now they are becoming critically endangered. So they are now turning to protect us from predators, right? Third point, like this, you can have some examples, huh? Yes. Flamingos, yeah. Many people were doing that. What happened? Conservations, for a lot of birds, we do have conservation, but specifically you take this Naga tribe, they were first hunting the birds. Now they are protecting the birds. Okay. Yes. Then to reduce environmental discrimination. Even Maldari tribe, they used to say like this, huh? Consciousness in humans. That's it. That's it. Second point. Third, to reduce environmental discrimination. Environmental discrimination and to reduce environmental discrimination and to establish environmental justice. Okay, and to establish environmental justice. Then fourth point in this, why we need environmental ethics for that. Fourth point, okay, to move from anthropocentric view, to ecocentric view. So in bracket, you mentioned attitudinal shifter. So there is a separate topic for you in the name of attitude. To move from anthropocentric view. You know the spelling? Should I spell it? ANTHROPOCENTRIC. Anthropocentric view. To ECO, eco hyphen CNTRIC. Ecocentric. Okay. Anthropocentric to ecocentric view. Yes, what is anthropocentric? Human is considered as the topmost important species in the environment, and then all others are considered only instrumental to humans. To achieve his goal, they will be used as instruments. Okay, that is anthropocentric view. And what is ecocentric view? All are considered equally. No, all are having intrinsic value in the environment. That is ecocentric view. Then next point, to bring in more eco-efficiency products. Eco-efficiency. What is eco-efficiency? Have you heard anywhere? The previous point, have you written attitudinal shift in the bracket? Have you done? Mention attitudinal shift. That's important point because there's a separate topic for your attitude. Okay. So ethics is mainly for that only, to change the attitude of the people, right? So to bring in more eco-efficiency product. What is eco-efficiency? Which creates less impact on the environment by using that is generating less waste, okay, less pollution, or the materials, even resources, we are using it in the limited way like this. So we are now bringing up green airports and all. You would have read in the newspapers, huh? So green airports, green stations, railway stations, like this. We are planning for all green, no? And we are also now talking about the hydrogen fuel. You would have seen that, huh? So 3 varieties of hydrogen are also there. You would have learned in your environment classes. That's it. So this, anything? So now we will start with the definition for environmental ethics. Please take that also. Then we'll move to the next topic. So below this, you write environmental ethics definition. We have not taken yesterday, have we? Okay. Sure. Then write it. Environmental ethics. Environmental ethics is the part of environmental philosophy. It's a part of environmental philosophy. Environmental philosophy, which considers which considers extending the traditional boundaries, which considers extending the traditional boundaries of ethics, extending the traditional boundaries of ethics from solely, SOLELY, ethics from solely including humans, to TO2, to including the non-human world, including humans, to including the non-human world, okay, non-human world. Non-human world, done. And it rests on the principle that, full stop and continue, it rest, R-E-S-T, rests on the principle that, it rests on the principle that there is an ethical relationship, okay, between human beings and the natural environment, okay, natural environment. And it brings out the fact that, and it means environmental ethics, okay, brings out the fact that all life forms on earth, brings out the fact that all life forms on earth have the right to live. All life forms on earth have the right to live okay, full stop. All life forms on earth have the right to live, full stop. By destroying nature, continue one line, by destroying nature, we are denying the life forms, this right, okay, we are denying the life forms this right, full stop. Yes, so now what we will do, we'll start with a new topic. We have to take definitions for, still there's something remaining. Do you remember that? What it is? The definitions for prescriptive ethics. No, 3 forms of ethics are there. We have not yet defined it. Do you remember that? We have not take definition for that, no? Okay. Should we take, or you are learning by your own? What book you are referring for ethics? You got material from the, not it? Okay, fine, you take that material also. Apart from that, you refer notes, not book. Okay, so those that are on the market are not book. It's a collection of notes and unnecessary notes. So unnecessarily, we need not read big bulky books. Okay, just take ignore notes. That's more than sufficient. You will get it online also. You will get it in the market. So just refer this. Okay. From here, only questions are short up, even for your optional. Keep that in mind. Bioethics. So what is bioethics? You know, previously, the medical ethics, the traditional medical ethics only followed 2 types of moral principles. Okay. One is the physician ethics. Okay. And second, theological ethics. So this is how it operated. You want to move this? Yes. Now is it visible? Okay. So previously, if you consider any issues, so what happened? Only you just remember in our father's days or in our grandfather's days when they go to hospital, what will happen? The doctor will prescribe some medicines for them, then what they tell that you have to take this medicines in this format, right? Like morning one, afternoon one, night one, you will say, and we never question them. We never ask, what is this medicine you have prescribed for me? It's in different colors, blue, pink color, yellow color. But why are you giving this to me? What side effects is causing? Nothing we ask him. We just take the medicines, we leave, right? So the physician decides everything, not only there. For any disease we are going, the treatment which has to be offered to the patient is decided by the physician himself. Then what other thing will happen? In the operation theater, the doctor comes out and he says that, see, I have done my duty. The rest is in the hand of God's. Bhagwan ke saath. No, my duty is over here. Now it is in the God's hand. So previously, the medical field was in such a way that only the physician used to decide for the patient, as well as he will leave the rest to the God. Okay, so these two were the deciding factor for the medications or the judgments which has to be made in a particular case. But now came a question that how only a physician who is just going to treat the patient will decide everything. So that arose a topic called moral pluralism. Okay. So this is the base of bioethics, moral pluralism. So what is meant by moral pluralism? Have you any idea about this moral pluralism? The moral pluralism says that, okay, that apart from physicians, who are the person who is going to get affected due to this treatment, okay, he has to be known everything about his conditions. That's we call as informed consent. So nowadays, if you go to a doctor, what he is doing? Anyone? Huh? Louder. Don't tell me I never visit hospital, please. Huh? Any disease, you take a viral fever, you go to a doctor. What the doctor will tell you? He says that it is a viral fever, so and so viruses are affected. Now you will have fever for 5 or 6 days. It is natural. So these will be the symptoms you will get. These are the symptoms. Okay, then these are the medications. See, I can give injection also, I can give tablet also. Which way you want to be treated? You'll ask you or not. He's doing or not? He has to do, because that's called as informed consent. You have to be informed about your status of health, as well as you have to be informed that which way the treatment can be given for your problems. Then you will be deciding for that. Okay, you will decide that which one you are going to opt. That is called moral pluralism. So apart from the physician, now the patient, he himself has to give his opinion regarding the treatment as well as the problems he is facing. No, with the combined decision of the physician, this has to be taken care. That is called bioethics. So we are going a step ahead. Now, in this first, we will start with euthanasia. Yesterday, that was the topic of argument. Euthanasia. So what idea you have about euthanasia? Yes? Why no voices from somebody is trying to say something louder? It's a good death. Like yesterday we saw, then there are 2 forms of euthanasia which is there. Okay, so this is biofield. So see here, 2 forms. One is voluntary. Okay. Another is non-voluntary. Okay. 2 forms of euthanasia is there. In India, we are practicing a pattern of euthanasia that will come later. First, what is voluntary euthanasia and what is non-voluntary euthanasia? So let me explain. Any other person try? Yes, very good. So here the patient is deciding for him. Okay. He is involved in the decision. That is voluntary euthanasia. He decides that, okay, see, this is my condition. So whether I like to live or I do not want to continue this way of lifestyle. That is voluntary euthanasia. This is again split into two as active and passive euthanasia. Okay. As you know, active means what? Injecting some lethal injecting some lethal medications, okay, to end the life of the person. That is active euthanasia. Passive euthanasia means withholding or withdrawing. Two things: withholding or withdrawing. Withholding the treatment, okay, you are providing certain treatment, you are withholding it, or withdrawing, okay. So both this life support systems. Very good. This is passive euthanasia. Okay. Again, if you come here, non-voluntary euthanasia. Non-voluntary euthanasia means here, apart from the patients, doctor and yes, very good. So the relations of the patient, along with the doctors, they will be deciding for the patient. Here, the patient is not involved at all. That is non-voluntary euthanasia. And again, here, you know what is meant by active and passive. This is also divided into active and passive euthanasia. Okay. So euthanasia is not a new concept in India. You would have known long back it was existing. Okay. As in history, you would have studied about how some tribal communities, when their elders become very aged, what they used to do. Have you studied in history? Liths, megaliths, all these types of lith, where what they do, if they are very too much old, you know, tribal peoples used to travel from one place to another. They cannot take this elderly people along with them. It's a burden for them. They have to feed them. They have to take care of them. If an animal comes, then they cannot run also. So what they used to do, they put them inside a big pot. That's it. That's called thali. They you study in history, art and culture and all, you'll be studying that artifacts. They put and close the lid, and it's a type of euthanasia only, no? Active euthanasia, without the involvement of the person himself, the person is killed. Not only that, even in our country itself, in India, you come to the southern side, what they used to do, elderly people, they put nice oil in the forehead. Then they will give at midnight, not in the early morning, at midnight. Then what they used to do, they cut the nariyal pani, they will give a lot of nariyal panis. Drink. What nariyal pani will do? What is the benefit of coconut, tender coconut? It will cool your body, complete cold. You will feel cold inside. So what happens? Oil and tender coconut combinedly, then this person will get fits. He's a elderly person, 70 years, 75 years. This is also a form of euthanasia only. We performed active euthanasia at that time. Nobody is there to take care of all these things. But now we have created a rule and law. So then very recently, common cause. What is Aruna Shenba case? Have you heard about this case anywhere? Yes. So Aruna Shenba case was a popular case which created the need to derive some rule related to euthanasia. Aruna Shenba case. You would have known about that lady. She was a nurse in KEM hospital, where she was sodomized by a person and she was there bedridden for 42 years in a coma stage. We call these persons comatose. You know, they are like a vegetable lying in the bed. They doesn't know anything. Life, wake cycle, nothing. They will not respond to any painful stimulus. Okay. So to sound or light, nothing. They will not respond. So they're like vegetables, in the state of vegetable. This lady was lying in a bed for 42 years. And these people, the co-workers, took care of her, but they do not want to continue this further because she doesn't know anything. Almost 40 years has passed and there is no chance of her getting up again. You know, she cannot wake up again. Right. So then, because still 19 years, 20 years, it's okay. People, there is a chance, 1% chance that a person may wake up from coma. You would have also seen the movies where they will, after 15 years, they will wake up. Where am I? I am only 15 years old. Now I am 30 years. I cannot accept it. So same way, but it's an all in movie. Very rare of rarest cases in our life it happens, but it is almost 40 years. So she did not wake up. Then they registered. They filed a case in the petition in the Supreme Court. But court rejected the plea that no, we are not ready to give death for her. Then society has come, that is common cause. It's a society which registered a case. Again, the Supreme Court considered it and then it granted right to die. It's an important thing. In polity, you have right to life under Article 21. Same right, same article is also granting right to die. The court asked a question that if Article 21 is saying that right to life with dignity is there, then you should also have right to die with dignity. So it's something, an injustice we are creating towards a person's body. No. So without their permission, they have slipped into coma. They don't know anything. Now you are just trying to use the body of that person. He doesn't know anything. So common cause registered society has, through this case, there was a judgment given by Supreme Court. It said that voluntary, okay, passive euthanasia is allowed in India. This type of euthanasia, not any other. Okay. If somebody is trying, yesterday also someone asked me, if so, then what happens? Many people will try to kill. Then that is culpable homicide. You'll be booked for that. In movies and all, they will show son will go inside. You're not giving property. Let me remove. So it's death. No, you're causing a death of a person without his permission. He has to draft a living will that if I slips into coma or if I am terminally ill patient, I am detected with cancer, something like that. And my doctor has said that I will not survive further. There is no chance for me that I am not going to survive. So I don't want to continue this life like this. I am in pain. I don't want to suffer. So end my life. That means withhold my treatment. You can write a will like that. That is voluntary passive euthanasia. It is practiced in India. Okay. So what will be the ethical issues related to this? So there will be a lot of, two group of people. One is supporting this euthanasia concept. Another one is not supporting the euthanasia concept. As you know, the religious principles are also saying that we don't have any authority or right to take our own life. So any religion you take, Hinduism or Christianity, anything, okay, Sikhism. So they are not supporting that a person has every authority to take his life. This is your karma. You have to suffer. This is how they are telling. But now we already told that it is time we are moving from the unwanted or unnecessary moral principles which are prevailing in the society to the constitutional morality. We are in the modern society. We are in the advanced society. We have to consider in such a way that it should not discriminate between people. It should not take out the freedom of the people, okay, to choose anything in their life. So based on that, we are saying that euthanasia is good, but it has to come in the right way. As in India, what we have suggested is voluntary euthanasia. The person has to decide for himself. Okay. So this is considered an ethical stand only, right? Then we'll move to the next topic. Next topic is about, yes, see, before that, you'll see a case study here. You read this case, we'll solve this case, then we'll move to the next one. Can you see this? Okay, that's in the right form only. So this is one pattern of case study which you will face in your exams. Okay. See, I will read it. Nirmala, a wife of an army officer who died in his 40s due to Huntington disease, has made an appeal to government to offer assistance to her only son who was suffering from juvenile Huntington disease since 19 years of age and was nearing his death in his 27 years of age. Okay. She had supported for his life with all means till his 27 years. Doctors said with drug and life support system, his life can be extended for at most 3 years. She did not receive any further help from military. So she appeals to government to keep her son alive. You are the Health Secretary of India. The government rejects her plea because the government has so many health patients in need of help and not ready to spend so much money on a person who is not having any hope of life. How do you solve this sensitive issue? This type of question may come. How will you solve this? How will you resolve this issue? These types of questions will come. Okay, simple. But you have to give it in steps. You have to solve the cases in steps. Just take 2 minutes, form some idea, Then you are going to answer the question. Done? Yes. Read this question, form some answers, then we'll discuss. Have you read? Got some idea? Huh? See, if this type of cases are asked, then how the pattern you have to solve this case. Pattern is important, no? When you're solving a case study. So what you will do? You're going to write for 25 marks. Now they've asked a very simple question to you. Huh? Very straight question. So how you will solve this type of cases? Okay, how come? Okay. Yes, so you want to support him as per deontology. Huh? Okay, see, first we'll read the case. The case is stating about a person's condition. Okay, this is not a curable condition. It's a disease where she lost her husband already. Now the son is going to die. She is a wife of an army officer. Okay, ex-serviceman we can say. So this, there is some fund, so family welfare fund in military where the person who is in service will receive help from that fund. And there is some fund for ex-servicemen. Also, through that, they will be supporting the families of the ex-servicemen. Now, already her husband has passed away, but her only hope is her son. But his son is not well, and she received help from military so far. But now the military has said that, no, we cannot support you because, already your son is in the stage of death. Only 27 years, till 27 years, he can live. But, another 3 more years. He has lived till 27 years, another 3 more years, he may die. So he may die. That is the situation. So they said that we are not going to support you. Then now she doesn't want to lose hope. She wants her son to be with her, right? So what she did, she appealed to the government, to the civil government, that you have to help me because my husband is an officer. You have to support my son. Now the government also said that, see, already we are spending very less. You all know that, very less amount for healthcare in India. So they said that already a lot of people who are having hope for life is yet to receive the treatment, is yet to receive the fund from the government. So we cannot support a person who is going to die. So this is natural, it's normal. Now, everything is set. You have been told that money will not be given to this woman. We are not going to support this woman. How are you going to convey this to her? That is the question. Or is there any third method or alternative way you are going to solve this issue related to that women? So this is a question. Now you have to pick up the facts. You have to write for 25 marks. You cannot simply say, see, I will tell these things, 3-4 points, 1 point, last point, 4 point, and that there will be another half page remaining, and you will not get marks at all. You have to make an answer in such a way. So first try to write the facts in this question. Okay. So what are the facts you will be seeing, pick up from this case? What and all you can pick up? So you need not, you need not elaborate much. You can mention fact number 1. Okay. She is a wife of ex-serviceman. Okay. She is survived by only her son. Her son is not well and he requires treatment. He will not survive after the treatment also. He's going to definitely die. Done. So like this, you can take some facts from this case, mention it. So that is the first step. You are going to solve this case in this pattern. Then you are going to give the answers. So leave some space for the facts. You are going to do it. Already I asked you to do one answer also. For the first question, I think so. I suppose it's the first question. What I asked you to do. Yes. So you all need some refreshment. Speak up. What is the first question I asked you to complete in case study? Do you remember? I gave a homework for you. Do you still remember that? What is the homework? Madam, did you give? Yeah, what was the question? Yesterday I was shouting here in front of the board. The first question I made a new question for you. I asked you to write the ethical issues related to the case. Case number 1. Have I given or not? Okay. So have you done it? No, not remember at all. Then how will you do it? Just write it. Try. Because see, with trying only you will be able to answer the case studies. That's why. Just write that question. Have you written that question and kept? No? Then you please write the question in the first case study. Mention the ethical issues. Mention the ethical issues. Okay? Ethical issues involved in this case. That's the question you have to try. Ethical issues involved in this case. Okay? Case study number 1. In number 1, you have to try the answer for this question. Already we have completed the case study. But I asked an extra question to be formed and then I asked you to frame an answer for that. Okay? Please do remember and try to make some answers for that question. Then, now this question. The case study number 3, I hope. No, already we have done 2. This is the third one. Take the question from the management. You just ask them, they will forward to you. I hope Sanjay sir is organizing the classes for you. Just ask Sanjay sir, I'll also forward to him. Okay. Then you will get this question. This question you have to try the facts. The first, how we are going to structure the answer for this question. You are starting with the facts. Okay. So you are trying to write the facts for this question. Just write and come, then I'll share how you have to do it. Okay. Now you write the answers. So what are the steps? We will discuss it first. How we are going to convey this to the lady. See, we are not supporting you. This is the way you are going to tell. The government has told us that we are not supporting you. You can leave. How you have to convey this? It's a sensitive issue, no? Yeah. Persuasion is a topic for you. Okay. So that's a topic. This question is related to persuasion. Some questions will appear for persuasion related to this type of cases would be. No, it will be a very small question also. Sometimes it's a big question, but the answer will be related to persuasion. There are certain concepts you have to take up from persuasion and use it here. Now I will help you, but when you have studied the persuasion topic, try on your own, the same question. Okay. So what you can do is that first you have to meet her. You have to convey to her that the government is not ready to support her. Okay, because only this much % of GST has been spent on health service, and there are a lot of people who are waiting for treatment. Very small children are also there who are expected to live. Even after the treatment ends, they can live their life completely. But in case of her son is not going to live, even though you're giving treatment, there is no chance for survival. Okay, that's the one you are conveying. If she is not ready to accept what you're saying, definitely she will not accept, because that's why she has come to the government. Now you can say, you can use a similarly placed source. Similarly placed source. Okay. These are some of the keywords which you have to use when you are using this, writing answer for these types of case. Similarly placed sources. This is a technique in persuasion. It's a technique used in persuasion. What you used to do, how you will convince the people, using some sources which has already gone through such a problem. People who have already faced these types of problems, already might have lost their sons or daughters due to a life-threatening disease like this. You can make an arrangement with these people, then make her understand that, see, this is normal that it happens, but you have to leave it go. You cannot simply control, you cannot pull the twine till it comes. There is nobody to support. You just try to convince her in such a manner using persuasion techniques. Even if she is not ready to accept, then what can you do? You can.
She's ready for spending the amount, and she can have a private
doctor.
No. The life support can be.
She doesn't have. That is why she is asking for fund. No. If she had, she would have not approached these people at all. She would have taken her son somewhere. She would have supported. But she doesn't have anything. She is a wife of a true army officer. What can we do? She needs fund. Now, you can say that you can refer to a NGO, because she is not ready to accept anything. So you can just say that I'll do the best part of me. I'll just refer you to some philanthropist. who may help you. You can just go and talk to them. You have a word with them. If they are interested, they will definitely help you. That's it I can do, because government is not ready to support you in this case. Okay. This is how you can write this case, right? So I have given the answers for you. Try the answers, form a structure, and then forward it to me. Done? You have my number also. You have the mail ID. Through any means, you can forward it to me. Huh? Yes. Any doubt you have? No, somebody's Soda. So what I have to elaborate? I have given the core idea for you. So no, what I will do is that, so you don't understand till this. समझ गया ना? So what you understood? You tell in Hindi. I will try to understand. Hindi में बताओ. हाँ. No. Louder. See, your voice from there is not reaching me because of this fan. It's the culprit. Louder.
2-3 point और 8 चीजें
2-3 point you need. See, what I said is that I think he did not understand. I told that I have given how you have to solve this case. Now you try on your own. Write some points. Just forward to me. Let me check how you are writing. Okay. Then you keep this case. We need not solve now, because even if I am telling you these types of points here, similarly place source, you will never understand what it is. Right? You just try normal way. Then once we complete the persuasion and social influence topic, you can put up the keywords there, replace the keywords, then you can frame a nice answer, then we will discuss. Done? Understood? Understood? So what is the answer I have told you? You just try on your own, then we will discuss it. Okay. Mail ID. So that day you never take anything, You are in a hurry. You can note it. Is it visible? Not visible. Then I have to take a board. Now is it visible? No? This is WhatsApp number and that is the mail ID. And how many of you are writing in Hindi here? I have a doubt. All of you are writing in English or writing in Hindi also? English only. Everyone. Okay. So because you are talking in Hindi, then I thought like that might be Hindi medium students also. Sometimes I face a problem like this. Deep UP and all, I go to take classes. They write in Hindi also, they write in English also. Both the students will be sitting. I don't know Hindi at all. I don't know what they understood from my classes. Right now, we will move to the next topic. So I have given an idea for this case. So what I'm coming to say is just try it in the simple way. What you know, you make it as points. Then when we complete the second unit, just use the keywords which we are studying in the second unit, use it in this case. Then you submit the answer for me, okay? Right? 2 ways you can do, first and then second. Done? Now we'll move to the next topic in bioethics, that is there might be a question for you, because very recently they formed the act also, amended the act. Am I right or wrong? Very recently they amended the act. What act they amended? The act name I'm asking. POSCO Act. I am asking about termination of pregnancy. Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act. Very recently it was amended. So it has been done or it is in pending? They have done again amended. When? No, I am asking when this was brought. Because now only very recently, 2022 or 21, they brought amendment for this act. Again, they did it. They're considering, I think so, might be. In 21, it has done. Till 24 weeks, they have made. Now I'm asking again, have been amended. Because Ashwin, I don't think so, right?
One practitioner takes 120 and now
that and all under the inside the rule. Inside the act, you have certain rules. So first we'll start with abortion. So abortion is another ethical issue which we are facing. Okay. So is abortion legal in India? Is it legal in India or not?
Certain medical issues.
There are some conditions. Okay. So that only we will be discussing now. Okay. Under the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, which happened long back in 1971 itself, India has, previously IPC was there. IPC section 312 to 316 you take, it was crime if you are aborting a child previously, before 1971. Okay. So section 312 to 316 was saying that if you abort a child, it's a crime. Now it has been amended, and then this act has, this act was brought, Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971, with certain conditions. 4 conditions were there under this act. Still now that 4 conditions are there. So what are those 4 conditions? Have you read this act, which was amended in 2021? Very recently, amendment came in 2021. What are those 4 conditions? That is the upper gestation limit till which you can abort a child. Okay. So in this act, they kept till 20 weeks. No, first it is 20 weeks. Till 20 weeks, you can abort the child. Under 4 conditions, the child can be aborted. And first we'll see the 4 conditions, then we'll see what is that unique thing about this act. The 4 conditions are: first one, the condition says that if it is posing risk to mother life, okay, if the mother's life is under threat, then the child can be aborted. You would have known about Savita Halappanavar case. Have you read this case anywhere? Yes. Yes, students. Are you listening? We will give some time for them. Completed? Okay. Okay. So when I'm talking, please listen here. See, because the thing is that I don't believe in violence. Shout. I don't like it to shout and all. I'm just talking in a normal tone. Please make me talk in the same tone only. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So there are 4 conditions. These 4 conditions are still remaining. Even after amendment, these 4 conditions are there. One is that if there is a threat to mother life, as in the case of Savita Halappanavar, where she was denied abortion, not in India. Okay. She went to Iran, and in Iran, there is no abortion, no legal way of aborting a child. You cannot, not only legal, you cannot abort child. No hospital will support it. And she was under septicemia, a condition where the mother will die, okay, because of some emergency condition which developed immediately. There is no way that it is there with her. Suddenly it develops. She herself is a doctor. She requested to abort the child, but everybody denied, and she knows that she is going to die. She died. And then there became a lot of problems, and people became aware that who are you to deny my right of aborting? And then they changed. Iran's law has changed that now they can do abortion. Same way in India also, we have 4 conditions. One is mother's life is under threat, abort the child. Second, if the child is with severe abnormalities, okay, many cases you would have read in the newspaper then and there, 34-week child has been aborted, the court granted permission. Have you read any news like this? Court only will grant permission. The doctors cannot. Severe abnormalities, okay, with related to child. any heart disease or any failure organ development. So then if the advice of the medical board, you can abort the child. Then failure of contraception. Okay. Contraceptive devices. Right. There is a difference. 1971 Act, 2021 Amendment. 1971 Act, it was only for married couple. If you are a married person, then only you can use this condition to abort a child. Otherwise, if you are an unmarried girl, you cannot do it. But now in 2021, they repealed this. Why? What is the reason behind that? So for anyone, not for only married couple. Why they amended this? Not only that, you might have seen or you might have read a lot of news related to unsafe abortions, which was happening in India, which was happened, and a lot of women has lost their lives due to this. You know, where the unregistered medical practitioners, they are not doctors at all. They don't have license. They are doing abortions underground. You would have seen that many ladies, many girls, college-going girls, school-going girls has lost their lives because of this. And then they realize there is a need that we have to repeal this, okay? Because they are very afraid to go to a doctor. The doctor may question and everything. No, so who are you? Who is the husband of the child? Then she doesn't know what to answer. She don't like to answer also. The thing is that she don't like to answer. She don't want to answer. She don't want to be questioned in that manner. And now the doctor's questions in this way, if a lady is going unmarried to a doctor. So these types of harassment she is facing. So failure of contraception, then sexual assault. Rape victims. Okay, this was the major problem which we are facing in India. Now they have added, in the Amendment Act, they have added incest also. What is incest? See, when you are writing your case study, you cannot simply write like a fool. I'm telling you again, why I'm asking or shouting like a buffalo here is that you have to know the legal provisions which are there in our country. Unless until you don't know how to answer the case study. That is why any cases comes, you should know what are the laws which are there related to that particular problem in our country, in the international level. Labor laws in India, outside. Refugee convention outside, inside India. As India signed the refugee convention. So all these things you will know only when you read newspapers, when you have attended the paper governance classes. All this you have to be attentive. You have to gather knowledge. So ethics is not like a foolish game. Don't think that I can play here and there around. I write something, I'll get marks. Nowadays, nothing is happening in ethics like that. Previously, when it was introduced in 2013, it was like that. It was very simple because people, even the examiner doesn't know what to answer for that question. But now everything is set. This is the pattern. This is how you have to answer. That is why they have openly asking you questions like illustrate with examples. They are openly coming up with questions like that. Previously, if you take your question paper, you will never find questions like illustrate, give examples. You would have only seen a question like discuss, explain, define, elaborate. Very rarely you will see with examples, but there also you have to come up with all these things. Now they are openly giving these questions to you because they expect that type of answers from you. That is why when I am saying these type of points, I am giving extra things to you. Okay, I'm not asking you to work on it. You just go check, verify, do it. I'm not only speaking ethical angle. From the ethical angle, I'm not explaining these things to you. I'm also explaining the legal provisions which is there in India as well as the ethical stand. Okay, so in this way only you have to give your answers. Done? So sexual assault and incest means what? Very good. So like the uncle, you would have seen in the news, the uncle has raped the 10-year-old, daughter, has a sister's daughter, and she is pregnant for 24 weeks, 25 weeks, 26 weeks. And what happens in many cases, even the laws are very much, as we know, the judicial system in India, how it is functioning. Denial of justice is happening. How denial of justice? Denying, that is, you're dragging the cases. One time, a 10-year-old girl from Madras, she has applied to a Madras High Court for aborting the child. She doesn't know that she is carrying a child. On her behalf, the parents has appealed to the court that something has happened. Now she is carrying a child. We have to abort the child. She came in 21 weeks. You would have never imagined that when the judgment was delivered, 33 weeks. And at that time, in 1971, Act was there. As per the Act, the maximum gestational limit is 20 weeks. The court said that we cannot allow abortion of this child. Now the child is born. The child doesn't know she is the mother. Mother doesn't know this is my child. Imagine what type of relationship the child would be. What is the ethical stand here for a rape victim? She doesn't know, it's not her fault, right? So now the child is put for adoption. It is denied all the rights. It is denied all the bondage the mother has to give to a child. The mother itself is a child here in this case. So this is a situation which is there, which is existing in India. I would have seen in newspapers, it's a news for us, but it's a life-changing situation for many people. So now what they did, they have amended in 2021. They said that, so for this condition, in severe abnormalities, there is no limit at all, no upper gestation limit. You can abort the child. If the mother is in healthy condition, you can abort the child at any time. Okay. So that's why you would have seen, you are noted in the newspapers that 34-week child has been aborted because it is detected with congenital heart disease. Like this news comes. Okay, fine. So right now, still we are asking that there is what is the ethical issue? Now we have a law. What is the ethical issue now in front of us? So we are asking, see, you are coming up with law. And in this law, in this act also, there is one important point which you have to note is that mother's freedom is important. Mother's choice. The mother who is carrying a child will decide whether I have to proceed with this child or not. It's her choice. This act itself is saying, now a doctor cannot question that, bring your husband to abort the child. No one can question that. It is her own freedom. She knows what to do with her body. So this is her independent choice she is making in her life. That's it. Now, the question is that, okay, fine. If the mother is healthy and she is ready to abort the child, why are you putting upper gestation limit? Why are you saying that the woman has to abort a child only at this time of a week? Within this week, she has to abort the child. Why so? That type of questions are coming out now. And imagine in case of sexual assault, the child getting sexual assault from some other person. She doesn't know that she is carrying a child and she has to take care of the child. Now the child's life is in question and the mother's life is also in question. And imagine what type of social problems she has to face in the society. Okay. So the people starts questioning about this. And the negative side of this abortion is that there is a question. Sometimes people might be forced to abort the child. In many cases, because of sex selective. That is why we brought this act. Why we brought this act? To end the sex selective abortions. They are scanning for the baby. They are finding it is a girl baby. Abort it. It can be a subtle pressure or it can be overt pressure. What is subtle pressure and what is overt pressure? It happens in the family that a woman is undergoing both subtle pressure and overt pressure. Overt pressure is directly asking the women, go abort the child, come back. Otherwise, we are not allowing you into the family. Okay. Subtle means indirectly pressurizing her. Then and there, not talking to her, not supporting her. Okay. So now she is completely in a traumatical stage. She is forced to abort her child. So this is the way the subtle and the overt pressures are there on the women to abort her child. One. Second, the negative implications of this act might be that repeatedly induced abortions. What is this called? Repeatedly induced abortions. Not only that, the contraceptive devices. This is the problem. Many cases, men are not ready to use the contraceptive devices. And here the women are the one who are suffering. Health is also affected when an abortion, she is undergoing an abortion. She is repeatedly asked to abort the child because of not using the contraceptive devices. Okay, so this and all is negative implications which we are getting through the abortions, right? So now you take down that ethical issues related to abortion. Take down point number 1. Ethical issues related to abortion. Okay, related to abortion. First point, right of. In the ethical issues related to abortion. Okay, first point. Right of unborn child, right of unborn child versus right of unborn child versus the right of unborn child versus the right of women, right of women. Okay. So here what happened? Already we have Article 21. Article 21 is talking about right to life and right to privacy. Coming under which act? Same 21. You would have that as a right to privacy. And this right to privacy is implying the right to reproductive choice also. Mention that. Article 21, RTP. Right to privacy is indirectly mentioning about the right to reproductive choices also for women. Okay, so already we have that in Constitution itself. We have our choice of reproduction. The women have that choice. Women can choose whether she can continue with the child or she need not continue with the child. Okay, so now why we are comparing it with the unborn child? The child doesn't have any right at all. It is not a child at all, first of all, unless it is born in the society. It comes out. Until that, it is, we are not considering it as a life. Okay. Done. Second, 21, Article 21, right to life, where RTP is implicit, and this RTP is mentioning includes right to reproductive choice also. RTP includes right to reproductive choices, right to reproductive choices of women. Okay, reproductive choices of women. Right, reproductive choices. See, this 21 Act has increased the gestational limit to 24 weeks. That also you mentioned. Okay. Yes. So, reproductive choices done. Then second, natural right of freedom. Natural right of freedom denied to women. If you're not allowing a woman to abort, then her natural right to freedom, no, autonomy, is denied. Basic right of a woman is denied. Okay, to make the choice. Of freedom denied to women. Freedom denied to women. Natural right of freedom. That is a natural right. That is the main concept of natural right. We said no, conscience, a source of ethical guidance. Where what is called conscience? Conscience is called natural right. Okay, which emanates from the person's heart, from you. Everyone has that. That natural right, main thing is freedom only. First basic concept of natural right is freedom. Every person want freedom. No, you are not enjoying somebody is chaining you. If somebody chains you, will you enjoy it? No. Putting limit for you, we are not enjoying that. We have freedom. We want freedom. Humans are like that only, like animals. How they wish freedom, we also like an animal only. Okay, so basic right and human rights are denied. Third point, basic rights and human rights are denied. Human rights are denied. Human rights, RIGHTS, rights are denied. Then fourth point, undergoing, have you written that? Human rights denied, HR. Okay, human rights denied. Fourth point, undergoing mental stress. Undergoing mental stress and mental breakdown with unwanted pregnancy. With unwanted pregnancy. Okay, so already she is not liking it. She doesn't want the child. Then why you are pressurizing her mentally? Yeah. So you are forcing someone to do something which they don't want to. So it's that. It's also an immoral act. Lack of family support. Fifth one, lack of family support. Social alienation. Lack of family support and social alienation. ALIENATION. You would have learned this concept in sociology or society. Have you? Social alienation. They call this a social aloofment. Lack of family support and social alienation. Okay. Then last point, losing reproductive choices. Losing reproductive choices and fear. Losing reproductive choices and fear lead to unsafe abortions. Lead to unsafe abortions. Many women are fearful to convey in the home, first of all. You know, that where you have let fear lead to unsafe abortions. Unsafe abortions. Still now it is happening in every corner of India. Still now some women are dying because of unsafe abortions. Okay. Yes. Because even we have act, still the family members are not supportive in nature, supportive in mentality. Okay, fine. Now you don't want to continue with this. It's okay. No. So you have to abort it. Because in many cases, you would have seen that disability is a major problem. When they scan for a child, they come to know that the child is with some disability. And you know how the disability laws are in India. No, so this is disability-induced abortion are happening. A lot of abortions are for that only. You would have known that how India has made the social sector schemes. How it is? Is it supporting the disabled people? We are not respecting them at all, to say frankly. Yeah, because the family is taking the burden completely, not the society is taking. But in other countries you go, it's totally a different way, you know. So the government take care of the person, and including job placement, everything they will be giving. You know, everything is secure for these people because they are not normal. They are not like par equal with us. But here, very rarely it happens. Okay, there is some quotas. That's it. You know, even for that, they are not providing any assistance for these people to occupy that particular positions.
Third one, girl child. So how will a woman tackle this problem?
See, it is that the mentality has to be changed. First of all, not only the women's problem, it is the attitude, the behavior change strategy has to be brought. That is why you would have seen here in autos and all, they have written, oh, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. There's a scheme now. So they are saying that your girl is your gold, not gold. Girl itself is a gold only. So make her study, you know, changing the mentality. They are going deep inside the rural areas. They are propagating using the help of SHGs, self-help group. You know, no, there is a topic for you in paper 2. So using this SHG as well as the NGOs, what they're doing, they're spreading awareness to the people. And there is a scheme, you know, have you know about the scheme? Shaksham scheme. Have you read anywhere? So what is that Saksham is? There is a scheme called Sabla. Sabla is for adolescent girls. In order to improve the hygiene, nutrition, everything of a girl child, a Sabla scheme was introduced. Okay, so they will teach everything. Like as he said that if a family member is also forcing a girl to do something, how stubborn you have to be. What is your goal in your life? You have to achieve it. These types of training will be given to, let me complete, to the girls. And in Saksham scheme, behavior change for the boys. You know, I already told that the undesired behavior are borrowed from the family, from the society, or from the education institution. You go, you talk with some friends. Your friends are from the complete traditional mentality family. They tell that, see, girls should not come out at all. They should put veil in their face. Where, you know, these types of practices are there in India. Still we are practicing. Now, when you go and then you expose to these types of things, your mentality also has changed. You borrowed these from other people. Now you have to be changed completely. So the boys who are the future of the country has to be undergoing attitudinal shift. And for that behavior change strategy, we introduced this Saksham scheme. Yes.
After that, girl in the women body. Even some women want to try to avoid the
Girl child, reproductive choices. That is the question. That is why there are two arguments. I said one is to protection of the girl child only. Still, we have not improved the sex ratio. So they say if we grant complete freedom to the women, you know, not only the women in our country, all the panchayat positions are occupied by women mostly. But who is ruling? The husbands are ruling no from back. You sit, smile, stand. Women will follow it. My husband, Mere Bhagwan, has told. No, I will behave in this manner only. Same way, it may also happen for this case also. Even then, women may get induced by the other family members also. Like the men may also use the women to abort a child who they don't want or prefer in the family. Okay, it may happen. That is why we are saying that should be some rule to govern this. And we have kept in mainly to tackle the PCPNDT Act. Cell is there. Why that cell is there? PCPNDT cell? Illegal abortions. Illegally. You go to a doctor, if this satisfies this particular act, the doctor will continue abortion for you. If not, you will be reported there that illegal abortions are taking place and without the permission. So especially sex selective abortions are happening in that manner only. They not do openly. Okay, they will never do openly. Only in the underground it will happen, and then it will be reported to PCPNDT cell. That is responsible for arrest of the doctors. You will be arrested. You will be charged for criminal cases, and you have to end up in jail. Okay, and your license will be cancelled. License is very important for a doctor. So now if you are performing these types of abortions, your license will also be taken away. You cannot practice medicines for a specific period of time. Okay, yes. So that is why there is some time limit, I think. There may be temporary cancelment, okay, or permanently also your license can be taken away from you. Okay, so see, like this, there are certain acts to govern these types of behavior. So that is why we are saying complete reproductive choices cannot be given, because it may end up in loss of girl children. Okay, until unless the mentality and the behavior of the people gets changed in India, we cannot go for it. In advanced country, it is not the case. They're not going to scan for the baby if it is girl. Nowadays they are only scanning for male baby and aborting the males. Females are accepted in the different societies. They are like that. But in India, it's not the case. Already we don't have proper sex ratio. So we are saying that we have to have these types of act to govern these types of illegal act. Okay, done. So when suppose that question is asked, then you have to give both the angles, stands from both the side. Then you have to end up with some conclusion. Right. Now we'll move to the next case, that is surrogacy. Surrogacy. So what is this?
Another woman's,
So womb for rent.
Like how you can spread the awareness among the society.
For that, you have to complete your second unit. How you are going to spread the awareness. Okay, so through persuasion techniques, through social influence technique, you have to spread the awareness. That is bringing in likable sources. Likable sources, then generating the awareness to the people. Or arranging for some programs, street plays, okay, to influence the people, right? Through some dramas, telling some stories. They are doing in that manner only nowadays. In the name of Terukuthu, they spread awareness to the people. Okay, so this is right, this is wrong. Apart from that, schemes. You can also bring schemes where they are providing incentives for girl children for the education. If the girl child has completed 10th standard, we are giving monetary support. Do you know that or not? There are some schemes like that. State schemes are also there. Central schemes are also there. Ludley scheme you take. These are not state schemes. Central scheme. What is the cash incentive scheme in central government? Ujjwala. I am not talking about the general cash incentive scheme. The scheme for girl children. In that what they are giving? Monetary fund. No, I'm asking you. Governance class over or not for you? Education, health, and another thing is there no for you. What is that? Human resource or something. There is a topic, no? Issues, and in paper 2, there is a topic in your syllabus. What is the topic? Health, education, and I don't know. Please check that. In that topic, you'll be learning these schemes. You have to learn. So just keep in touch. You connect those schemes here. Okay. When you're writing your answers, mention some of the schemes which you are learning in the governance part. Very recent schemes is good. Okay. Just put it here. Then you just support your answers in such a manner. Okay. Now surrogacy, come to this topic. What is surrogacy? Renting a womb, that is surrogacy, right? So here, what is the issue? Why we are going for surrogacy? Surrogate mothers, we call them surrogate mothers. Like how here the woman is trying to rent her womb. Means what happens in India? Commercial surrogacy has propagated a lot. So now they brought an act That also came in 2021 only. How many of you know there was an act for surrogacy? Very good. So others not updated, not reading newspapers. So that is why I told the surrogacy and abortion is important topic. Anyway, the questions may come. Even last year, I was shouting like this in this Buffalo format to another batch. I told what type question will come. Same. People were very playful and they were like laughing and they said, Madam, war and all, how it is going to come? War is happening, but questions related to war will never come. Then in 2022, second question is related to Russia-Ukraine war. There is some connection, okay, between some teachers and between the question setters. It will come. Okay, same way war has come. They asked a question, what are the ethical issues related to war? Then people were blah, blah, blah. Some questions, notes will not be sent to you. Those types of questions only will appear in exam. The notes which I am sending to you will not appear. Rarely it comes. So those which we are discussing in the classes and those who don't have notes will definitely come. And that question only war question. Russia-Ukraine war. They have asked two parts in that question. One is what are the ethical issues related to war? First part. Second part. Russia-Ukraine ethical issues. Why? Discuss the ethical issues in the state of affairs of Russia and Ukraine. Very simple. I asked to read the newspaper related to Russia-Ukraine. Some did have written the question. Some did not. They did not write the question. 10 mark is lost. This is how you have to come with every topic, which we are saying that suppose it is very recently updated or amended, you have to take care of the topic because anytime the question may appear from the topic. Okay. So now surrogacy. As we said, renting the womb, that is related to commercial surrogacy. What we said renting a womb is related to commercial surrogacy. It was there till 2015. Unregulated commercial surrogacy was there. And a lot of trafficking of women started happening because they were expecting very young girls, unmarried girls to be a mother, surrogate mother. Okay. So what happens? People were ready to spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees for this. Like how they are selling cows and horses. You don't know, no. Market is there for that. Cows and horses, you go, you'll see this breed is Arabian breed. We are paying this much money. Yeah, since ancient times, it's there. If it is with animal, it is okay. If it is with women, same, it is happening for women. They're choosing women. Okay, so this lady should be the mother of my child. Okay, because many rich people doesn't want to carry child because they may lose their structure. Figure. This is what? This is why many people are flying to India because they know with less money they can afford surrogacy and then they are leaving back. Sometimes they take the child with them. Sometimes they do not take the child with them. That issue started with the baby Dev case. You would have known about this case. If you're reading newspaper, you come across this baby Dev where what they did, an Austrian couple came to India. What happened? They opted for surrogate mother. They already have boy child. They want a girl child. Now what was their result was twins. They only took the girl child. The boy child was abandoned here in India. So that is baby Dev. Okay, his name is Dev. Now this child became an orphan. Who want a surrogate mother? Will she take care of the child? She herself doesn't have money to support her life. That is why she came to surrogacy. Opted for money. Okay, so now Dev was abandoned. He was there in the orphanage. No rights, nothing. So now again, what happened? This not only this case, baby Manji case came. What is baby Manji case? Japanese couple came to India. So they were live-in relationship, came to India. They opted for a mother. Then when the pregnancy is ongoing, the lady left the man. Now the man is alone, but he wants a child. But as per Indian law, single father cannot adopt child. Cannot, no. Cannot, can? They cannot adopt the child. And according to Japanese law, only the child, if it belongs to Japanese mother, is the Japanese citizenship. Now the mother is not a Japanese, right? So that made a confusion. Again, baby Manji case has initiated a lot of process And then we came up with this Altruistic Surrogacy Act. This is called Altruistic Surrogacy Act also, which came in 2021. So what this act says that hereafter surrogacy has to be carried out only for the Indian couples. And female has to be in certain age, that is 23 to 50 years, and male has to be in 25 to 55 years. In this age group, if you don't have a child, so there is some condition. First 5 years, they have to try for a child. And if the doctor gives a certificate that this lady cannot conceive, there is some issue with her health condition, then you can opt for surrogacy. Who has to be a surrogate mother? Previously, anyone was a surrogate mother. Now, only a family member voluntarily has to come forward and then say that I am going to be a surrogate mother for her child. I am a relation. Okay, so that is why it is called as altruistic surrogacy. What is altruism? Yes. There's a concept called altruism, no? If a soldier is fighting for our country, it is called altruism. Altruism means for the interest of other people, the greatest interest we say, not the interest of us. Mother is altruistic in character. If there is some problem which she faces, emergency situations, she tries to save the children first, not her, na. Any mother, fire in the house, jump out of the window. She will first make her child to safer place. She will, try to save her child, then she try to save herself. That is called altruism. You are dedicating your life, everything for someone else. Okay, interest. That is altruism. That's why this bill is also called altruistic surrogacy bill. And these people are called altruistic mothers in their own interest, because they cannot see or tolerate the suffering of their relatives. They come forward on their own. They tell that, we are ready to be a surrogate mother, and we are going to do it for this purpose. Okay. So that's why. And here, yeah, only relatives. Otherwise, you will buy, with money. Very recently, one case also happened. A popular female actress from South India, within how many months she gave birth to a child? Only 3-4 months before she married, then child was born. 2 twins. So designers babies. Now they're designing babies. No, how you design your house? Eyes like Aishwarya Rai. Nose like this. Yes. Hollywood, Bollywood, all mixed up. My child has to be in this pattern. Now you're designing, like egg. You're designing a teddy bear design. Same way. Act. It has become an act. Previously, it was introduced as a bill. Now it was made as an act. 21. Bill was introduced long back. Okay. So from 2017, I think, so this bill was pending. Now it has come as an act. Same way, the surrogacy board has to be formed in every states. That there should be a surrogacy board. Then the board will decide the case. For that purpose, we have to form a surrogacy board. And apart from that, insurance coverage for the surrogate mothers. Those who are going to do surrogacy has to get insurance coverage, because in many cases, what happened in the commercial surrogacy, people come to India, they say that we are going to pay in installment. And after the 4th month or 5th month, they try to scan the baby. If they don't want the baby, which they expect some other baby. And if the baby is not a boy or a girl, they run away silently. Now the women who's left with the baby has to take care of everything in their own expenses. So that was the case. And even if the child is not well, they are not supporting that women. So the insurance coverage has to be provided. Even though she is a relative, you have to provide insurance coverage for the person who is going to be a surrogate mother. And rights for the surrogate child. All has been introduced in this act. Right. Previously, the surrogate child does not have any right. If it is abandoned, it is abandoned only. It was there in the street. It is like an orphan. Now you have to provide what? Every right to the surrogate child. Okay. No abandonment of surrogate child should happen. Okay. So this and all is some of the conditions they came up with the act. And one more important thing is that no more sale of embryos or gametes. Eggs. They're selling now the main issue is selling of women's egg. Like how they're selling nowadays, very long back, some issue happened. Hen's egg. It is true egg or not. Put it. If it jumps back to your hand, it is rubber egg. Or it is true egg. That's one issue happened. You all know or not. And we are very fearful to eat the egg at that time. Then now they created the fear in us. Now they are packaging and they're saying this is true egg only. 350 rupees only, 10 eggs. Take it. Now we are taking it. This is how they are trying to do everything. No, they are snatching it from us. They are giving it in another form, but with higher price. Okay. So we don't know. We are not testing. We never know that time also. We never know this time also. But if the cover says so, then we buy it. Okay. That's what is happening. So what they did, it is an all injected egg. Okay. The hen will be injected with injection, steroids. Then it is laying egg. Then that's the egg which we are eating. We should not eat. Same way here. Now women are also injected with injections. Okay. Like how they do for hen. They're doing it for women. They are trafficking young girls, then injecting some injections to her and then producing eggs. Like a woman has 1 egg or 2 egg. You know, that's the normal cycle. A woman will bear 1 egg or 2 egg. But here, the girl will bear 15 eggs in place of 1 egg. So imagine what type of steroids they are giving for this lady. And she will, like how you have seen the hen and all, and you know, it becomes completely destroyed. No? Yeah. So losing hair, everything. So the same, it will happen for the lady also. They will abandon after that. This and all issue which is going on underground, many issues are going, but very rarely it is known. So that is why they have mentioned a point inside this act that no sale of egg or embryos. Okay. So that has to be completely checked. No racket. Okay. Even trafficking should be completely banned. For women are trafficked and then they are closed, put up in the closed environment. Then they were asked to do this surrogacy continuously. First year, second year, third year, fourth year, this is happening. For money they are doing. Even the family members, they themselves are forcing the women to do it. Now you take down the ethical issues related to surrogacy. Ethical issues. MTP. Actually, you can do it, but now they have changed. No. Related to MTP also, they have brought some amendments in the 2021 Act. Previously, it is very hard because this lady doesn't have a husband. Most of all, you take unmarried girls will be going. Okay, unmarried girls are also involved in surrogacy. If it is a married woman, it's not an issue at all. But in case of unmarried women, and even if you go for that abortion, there will be a lot of restrictions. They will be asking, like, if you are a married person, then again, husband name has to be there. That was a condition. Now we have amended it. In case of unmarried girl also, the failure of contraception, you can abort. So now it is easier comparative to the last time. Okay. Yes, take some ethical issues. Exploitation of women. That will be the first one. Exploiting women. Okay. Like a property, like a commodity, we are using a women. Exploitation of women. Exploitation of women. Exploitation. EXPLOITATION. Exploitation of women. Okay. Second, denial of basic rights. Denial of basic rights. Denial of basic rights to children. Denial of basic rights to children born under such agreement. Denial of basic rights to children born under such agreement. Okay. In bracket, you can mention like citizenship rights not granted to Manji, baby Manji case. You can mention baby Manji case, put a hyphen, right? Citizenship rights not granted to baby Manji. One such example. Okay. So commodization of child. COMMODIZATION. Commodization of child. Why we are saying commodization of child? Again, child is treated as a commodity. It's like how you can trade a gold in the market. You are trading a child. No, you are leaving some money here. Then you are taking the child back. We have banned. Now we have brought an act. We have act for everything. We have act for rape also. But rape is still continuing in India. And even in parliament or somewhere, people are simply making some lewd comments related to that. If you don't know, you cannot stop rape. You just lay down and enjoy it. The ministers are talking in this manner in the parliament. So this is the mentality of the people. Still, we have not changed. There are a lot of act which is existing. But the implementation, what happened to implementation? That is a questionable part. No, implementation of the act is still not to that level. So that's why we are saying the commodization of child is happening. So this surrogacy is totally in that pattern only. Like a doll, we are trading it in the market. Okay. Then fourth point, women becomes movable property. Women becomes movable property. Put a hyphen. Women becomes movable property. Okay, becomes movable property. Put a hyphen and write. Women becomes movable property. A movable property, like a property we are treating her. Put a hyphen and write. Traffic in women. Traffic in women is increasing. Okay, traffic in women is increasing. Why? For reproduction. Okay, so traffic in women is increasing. Done. This leads to reproductive tourism. Reproductive tourism. There was previously, when before this act and all, openly they will call this as reproductive tourism. People come to India, very less amount you can spend. Enjoy, at the same time you enjoy. Huh? You go around India, you put some money, some women will bear your child. Then after 7 month, 8 month, and 9th month, you move away with a child. Reproductive tourism. Okay. Then emotions wind up. Emotions wind up. Emotions wind. WIND. Up from both sides. Emotions wind up from both sides. So that is the main thing, no? If a woman is bearing a child, she is the mother of the child. She has psychological connection with the child. She has that bond and love to the child. It happens if the mother is bearing a child. You know, if not, then what happens? That main thing is itself is lagging here. There's some other woman is taking care of your child. You don't know what is the pain, what is that? You have to go through all those things. No, that is motherhood. But here it is not there. And even then what happens? The mother who is bearing the child, connection is cut after 8 years. You're paying the money, you're taking the child from her. So there is no bondage. Okay, so that's this point. Next, using women's poverty as breeders. Using women's poverty as breeders. Women using women's poverty as breeders. 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 That is the main issue. What happens? Those who are in need of money, of that, we are taking advantage of the poverty, and then we are paying some money. We are opting the ladies. Even unmarried girls are pushed into this because of money. The family are making her to bear the child. Okay. So this is completely a psychological problem a woman is undergoing of unwanted surrogacy. If she doesn't want to surrogate a child, she is forced to do it. Okay. Now, so this is increasing the fertility tourism, right? Right. Now, write a case study. So just write it down because I have not made a question there. You write this and then we will discuss. This is related to drugs issue, drugs. The next topic is drugs. Surrogacy is over. Take down the question. Latest in a string of incidents. Take down the question first. While taking down the question only, you are going to note each and every point, okay? You are going to frame an answer for that. Latest in a string of incidents, pointing to latest, write slowly, no hurry. Latest in a string of incidents. In a string of incidents. Incidents, okay? INCIDENTS, pointing to the spread of synthetic drugs, pointing to the spread of synthetic drugs. What is that synthetic drugs? Have you heard anywhere? You know drugs? No. India is located. In various labs. In various formulations, they are making drugs. Previously, drugs. Created in labs. That's synthetic drugs. Okay. So now it is everywhere. It is spreading everywhere. Okay. Here also you have synthetic drugs and the involvement of young people. This is the recent issue which is happening in India. It's a major threat. Okay. And the involvement of young people, full stop. And the involvement of young people. Involvement of young people. Many young people are into it. Full stop. Narcotic substances. Narcotic substances. Okay. Eliminate all inhibitions. Eliminate all inhibitions. Eliminate all inhibitions. Inhibition. INHIBITIONS. Inhibitions. Okay. Eliminate all inhibitions. And embolden. And embolden. And embolden. And EMBOLDEN. That is inhibitions. Embolden. Okay. And embolden people to commit. Embolden people to commit. People to commit gruesome crimes. People to commit gruesome crimes. GRUESOME. GRUESOME. Gruesome crimes. Okay. Done? Till this over. Should we repeat some point? Done. Okay. Gruesome crimes. Full stop. Even drug cartels. Drug cartels. Okay. Drug. DRUG. Drug cartels. CARTELS. Drug cartels are reported to have. Drug cartels are reported to have. Drug cartels are reported to have become even more innovative. Okay. So they are more innovative than us. More innovative and technology savvy. Technology savvy. TECHNOLOGY hyphen SAVVY. Technology savvy. Okay, technology savvy with their methods. With their methods. With their methods. Full stop. Full stop. Done this point? The orders for these. The orders for these drugs. No, these means these drugs. Okay, the orders for these have been. The orders for these have been. The orders for these have been placed on the dark web. The orders for these have been placed on the dark web. So this is another thing related to ICT, dark web. There is an issue, no? Last year, they asked a question related to digital transformation. What question was there in UPSC in ethics part? We are transforming digitally in every field, starting from education to healthcare, telemedicine. So what are the ethical issues? They did not ask about what advancement, what are the challenges. They did not ask question like that. They asked what are the ethical issues related to this transformation? Because there was a lot of news. Did you ever read the newspaper related to it? That when online classes were going on COVID, what are the issues the students faced, especially the female students faced related with respect to the teachers? Their data has been shared with many people. They received a lot of unwanted calls from unwanted people because data theft has happened. Teachers, they themselves did not behave in a decent and moral way. Some person tying a towel, sitting and taking classes. What type of decency it is? If you're a teacher, you would have behaved somewhere in some way. That doesn't matter. That's your personal life. Nobody's going to come and peep it inside. But when you are in front of the students, you have to maintain decency and morality. So girl children were even not to open their eyes. You know, that type of dressings and all they wear and then sit and then take classes. So this became an issue, moral issue related to teaching. How a teacher has to be and how they are behaving. Okay. Third, digital defect. What is the defect? Device. No, he's asking some other. Divide. So why you are saying it's an ethical issue? Very good. That is one ethical issue which you have to mention. You know what happens when you are going for education sector itself. Some doesn't have access to computers, even the basic necessity. Then only you can opt for online classes, Zoom meeting, all those things. Even Zoom was banned by the government itself, has circulated a news that Zoom is stealing your data. Be aware. When you install Zoom in your system, all your bank account also is been swiped away. No. Yes. Nowadays they are devising new. That is why even here you would have seen innovative methods, new technologies to steal from you. Customers. So you install that app, then you put your phone there, you change your dresses, they will see that live telecast will go on. You doesn't know that app is shooting you. There is some app like that and all. So you have to be more careful about all these things. That is why it's also like, it's a boon too. But at the same time, it is, it is too much. You have to be too much cautious about this digital technology. We have not security measures so far. No privacy. Piracy is happening a lot in digital transformation. That is what you have to mention here. And you also should, as you say, the divide which is happening due to digital transformation. Okay, especially that the people who do not have access to these things cannot opt for it. Okay, they cannot get quality education. Yes. Because there is a third party. It is not the server and the customer who is going to talk. Here there is a third party is involved in holding your data. That is why even the payment which you are doing is done by third party only. Okay, the bank is tying up with the third party and the third party is involved in holding all your information. So far, what assurance they give that we are protecting your data? That's why even if your Aadhaar is asked, Aadhaar is lost, you are lost. It means if somebody is asking your Aadhaar, you have to ask several questions to him. Why you need my Aadhaar? First of all, tell me. Are you a government? Even if government asks, you have to ask them why you need Aadhaar here. That is why in government side, they will give either Aadhaar or any other ID proof they will mention for you. Okay, if you don't have anything, you go give the Aadhaar. That is your choice. They have given your choice now. But you go to some other people, they will ask Aadhaar directly. Give Aadhaar. We don't have word. We need not ask them. We'll never ask them. We'll accept it. We'll give it. But what happens? They are stealing your data. It's your what identity it is? Biometric identity. Biometric identity is lost. You are lost. It's not simply an identity which you have. This name, this house and all. Print. Every print is taken from you. Hereafter, they will scan from top to toe. They are coming with that idea also. Everything will be in the hand of government. Wherever. That is enough. No. The orders for these have been placed. Continue, please. The orders for these have been placed on the dark web and paid in cryptocurrency. Another issue. Paid in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, how many of you are there having cryptos? One of our family member bought that crypto, which is now going in millions of rupees. No. What is that crypto? Bitcoin. Paid in cryptocurrency. But not now. It is having, and already they sold it. But they bought it and it went to crores and crores of rupees, sold it, having Lamborghini, 3-4 houses, enjoying the life. Paid in cryptocurrency and arrived from various destinations. Like US, Poland. Arrived from various destinations. The orders for these have been placed on the dark web and paid in cryptocurrency and arrived from various destinations like US, Poland, Netherlands, Qatar, etc. into India. US, Poland, Netherlands, Qatar, etc. into India. Qatar. QEATAR. Qatar. Country only. Etc. See, pronunciation may differ. Whatever you pronounce, you take it in that manner. There will be always a regional. If it is not there, then you have to doubt me. Not me, my parents. Various destinations like US, Poland, Netherlands, Qatar, etc. into India. Previously, only golden triangle and golden crescent is giving trouble to India. Pumping drugs from both the side. You don't know what is golden triangle, golden crescent. Who are they? Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, one side. Pakistan. Iraq. Iran. Iraq or Iran? Iraq. Good. So like this, it was pumped from both the side, but now from anywhere it is coming to India. Either it may be US, it may be from Nordic countries, anywhere it is landing in India. Okay. We also have drone delivery. You know, nowadays drone is coming to deliver. Okay. Also, it is impossible to full stop and continue. Also, it is impossible to quantify. Also, it is impossible to quantify. 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 Quantify the actual drug dealings. Impossible to quantify the actual drug dealings happening over the dark web. You know what is dark web? What it is? What is the issue? Huh? Okay. So what is the main core idea of dark web? See, this and all you have to be aware. Interview also, they will ask questions like this. Interview, they will ask question like this only. What is dark web? It is like an onion structure. You cannot find who is there behind the walls. Continuous like a layer of onion, it will go on. You cannot source the, you cannot find the source. And you can also not find the destination. You can find everything. So she is excellent in that. Anyone have a problem for dark web? But there are people. Blockchain structure, blockchain technology it is. Yes, what you are telling? Actually, the things which and all cannot be done in the open light is sold here, starting from everything, women, weapons. If you want gun, pistol, something, then you can order in dark web. It will be delivered in your home. Yes. Also, it is impossible that, have you written that over the dark web, there are even automated bots. There are even automated bots, BOTS, bots. Dealings happening over the dark web, full stop. No, I'm telling about the previous line, happening over the dark web, full stop. There are even automated bots, BOTS. There are even automated bots in applications. Automated bots in applications like Telegram. Automated bots in applications like Telegram to identify potential clients. What is that? Automatic bots. You have in, even if you go to Amazon, the normal simple shopping site, you will search something there. Then what happens when you go for any other site, any other internet, you are surfing for some other data. There in the corner, you will get all those things which you searched. Are you getting it or not? The dresses you saw, the shoes you saw, apparels, everything. It's yeah. So it is appearing in the screen. Whatever you are wherever you are going, it is coming in the side. It is something like they are watching our privacy. For this, a case was filed on Amazon that the privacy of the customers are leaked out. You are searching, you are just seeing what the customer is doing, and then you are using it to lure the customer, continuously showing that piece in your eyes, before your eyes. They are making you to buy, forcing you to buy. Okay, then now Telegram to identify potential clients. Same way, they are using some app to identify the client. Okay, through the words which you are using for searching. Through that, they will find out you, and link them with human suppliers. A Telegram to identify potential client, and link them, potential clients, and link them with human suppliers. Full stop. Human suppliers. Full stop. It is reported that. Next sentence. Okay. Students are offered this drug. It is reported that students are offered this drug for free initially. It is reported that students are offered this drug for free initially. And then when addicted or forced into, okay, when addicted, they are forced into peddling, PEDDLING. Addicted, they are forced into peddling, PEDDLING, full stop, peddling. And full stop and write one small sentence. And the vicious cycle continues. And the vicious cycle, VICIOUS. And the vicious cycle continues. Okay. Yes. So this is like a cycle. Bringing new people into it, making them as a supplier, bringing new people. Even they arrested one person here in your students area. Okay, he is selling tea mixed with abin. Anna, suddenly, lot of population has increased in the tea stall. They start, what is this? The opposite wala is giving chai to 2 people or 3 people. 100 people are standing before a tea stall. That's something special. Then police people started circulating the tea wala. What is the issue? Then they also got addicted. You know, without tea, without tea we cannot. Hands started shaking. We need to drink the tea. Come on. Pilo. Then they found out. Okay, there is something they are mixing. Same way, it's happening with children's chocolate also. You would have seen that. Some chocolate you buy, you cannot stop it. You will continuously eat it. Be aware of all those things. So this is some case which is related to drugs. We know there are a lot of drugs, different form of natural substances which are existing in the country, starting from ganja. You know, 2 years before also, cannabis. Yeah. Cannabis indica. He's saying the scientific name. So cannabis, it's a cannabis, not cannibal. Cannibal is totally different. Nowadays, many cannibals are also there. Be aware when you are going alone. Cannabis, not cannibal, no. Cannabis. Okay. Cannibals are very dangerous. You know, at least cannabis you eat. Cannibals will eat you. That's the difference, huh? So the human eaters are there? No, humans will eat humans. Okay. They are cutting, slicing and putting in the fridge, like how the goat and sheep they will store. No, storing humans, frying, eating. So now cannabis, come to cannabis. There are a lot of forms of cannabis. As we said, ganja, you go to hill areas, it will grow in the naturally in the, like how trees are growing, it will grow. Okay, you should not water it. You cannot say to the police officer, see, it appeared, it looks very beautiful. I watered it, I put some, you know, I put some earthworm on its root and it's growing. You cannot tell like that. You will be arrested. Okay, so there are certain states where there is a regulation for growing cannabis and the state will purchase it for you, from you. Why? For medicinal purposes. Narcotic drugs and Substance Act is there. Under that, they will be purchasing back the cannabis which you are growing, but not in other places. But every area is having certain uniqueness. Ayurveda, that is homegrown. That is why very recently they arrested some 3 people. They are growing ganjas in part. Okay, like you grow rose plant, you grow tulsi, same way they grow in 7 parts ganjas. Then police has come, they asked, what is this? They told, see, we saw this plant was very beautiful. We put in 8 parts, we are growing it. It's like pet. Then, okay, then walk to police station. You cannot grow cannabis. And even in South, there is the place where our farmhouse is there. You get a small mushroom. It's called magic mushroom. Magic mushroom. Many peoples from Western countries used to come here. They don't know that has to be taken in a limited way. Okay. They take 4 or 5 mushroom at the same time, go up. And nobody knows that they have went up also. They'll be lying somewhere in the deep forest inside under the tree, doing yoga. Then they think that this person is in salvation. Then later their friends will discover, long time he has reached God's. Even you go to Himachal Pradesh, there is a place called Malana. Have you heard that? It's very famous for Malana cream. Many foreigners come there. Even then you go there, they will never touch you people. You are considered lowly creatures, whoever you might be. The great Iyengars of South India, they put tilak, no. Even they go there, they are considered like lowly creature only. They are descendants of Alexander. They will never touch you. You should not touch them. That doesn't mean that they don't touch you. If they walk, you should not walk in front of them. You should put your heads down. You should move away from them. You should give space for them. They will walk, then only you have to go. Okay, if you touch their houses, you'll be fined 5,000 rupees. Even for the tube, for water, they put some tube down. You touch it, accidentally you have to pay, fine. There are some places like that. They come in helicopters and land there above. And they look like very poor people only, but they have a lot of money because they have ganja, cannabis, malana cream. Huh? People will throw money like this in front of them to take that cannabis. Okay, so this and all, this way we are roaming here and there in India, so we come to know like this. In every places, there will be some unique types of drugs available in India like this. In nature, it is grown, okay? But this is synthetic drug. Here, the issue is related to synthetic drug. What happens if it is natural drug? You have to pay a lot of money to acquire it. That is the issue. Many people cannot afford it. Yes. So now they come up with the solution. Why are you in trouble? We are creating drugs for you. Come on. Pay 50 rupees, take this bottle. Then that is called synthetic drug. As he has said, they are creating it in the lab. So now it's a small transy paper. That's the issue which came in the newspaper. I hope this year only, last month only, this issue came in the newspaper. I don't know how many of you noted it. It's like a small transy paper which will be passed to peoples. And what they do, they take this paper, put below the tongue. That's it. They will go to heaven. Not through heaven, they are enjoying. So they are in that space. And if it is taken in unlimited way, there is no limit. Even for the natural drug, the death will not occur suddenly. But this synthetic drug will cause drug immediately, because even the person who is creating the drug doesn't know how much formulation he has been adding to it. It changes, no. Yes. So that is now underlined the facts one by one. Okay, now it is 1:30. So we will disperse from here. We'll continue this case tomorrow. You also read the case, try to find some answers. But we have given homework, try to work on it. Okay, so it's not a compulsion. It's up to for the training you have to do when you are studying ethics. So thank you all. We'll meet again.